Well, that complicated relationship with mammals, whales in particular, that Jim was mentioning isn't confined to just Iceland. It's a worldwide struggle, and a very personal one for a Friday Harbor man who will risk anything, including his life, to save a whale.
To some, they're pirates. To others, they're heroes.
You're too close to the whales.
Since 1977, the group Sea Shepherd Conservation Society has been confronting whalers and other fishing groups head-on in an often hostile campaign to stop their hunt. Their tactics are aggressive and dangerous, and they're all the idea of one man, a controversial captain with Northwest ties, and a cause he and his crew are willing to risk everything for.
Are you ready to die to save a whale?
Since he was young, Paul Watson has always had a deep compassion for sea life. As one of the founding members of Greenpeace, he traveled the world trying to protect its most vulnerable creatures. But Watson found Greenpeace's passive methods of protest didn't go far enough.
I got tired of protesting. I don't like protesting. It's such a submissive thing. It's like, please, please don't kill any whales. And of course, they just do it anyway.
So Watson started his own conservation group, Sea Shepherd. Their methods of protesting are anything but passive. Over the years, Watson's group has sunk 11 ships around the world, either by ramming or scuttling them in harbors.
We're not a protest group. We're an interventionist group. We intervene exclusively against illegal activities.
Though some call Paul's attacks criminal, he makes no apology for his actions.
You know, we're not destroying just anybody's property. We're destroying the property which is being used by criminal operations to commit criminal acts. That's one of the reasons that after 30 years we've not been convicted of a felony because we're not committing criminal acts, we're preventing criminal acts.
You know, we're out there trying to protect whales. These guys are trying to kill them.
In the late 90s, Watson's group changed course to the waters off Neah Bay, Washington.
We came up here because we were fighting the macaw whale hunt, and we used Friday Harbor as our base of operations.
Though they weren't successful in stopping the hunt, they did discover what would become their future home base.
It's a far more peaceful place to come back to here in Friday Harbor.
When he's not at sea or on the road, Watson is here at the Sea Shepherd's headquarters in Friday Harbor.
Here is where we just administer the organization internationally. We have a good staff here in Friday Harbor and mainly local people.
The beautiful scenery of San Juan Island is a welcome contrast to the chaos the sea can bring.
I think it's sort of nice having this kind of a country environment, you know, and a closeness to nature. I mean, that's what we're all about, really.
It was also from here Watson came up with the idea for a reality TV show unlike any other.
I'll give you men and women from all over the world going into a far more remote area and far more hostile seas to save whales. It has to be more compelling.
Hit those bastards.
In 2008, the show Whale Wars made a splashing debut on Animal Planet.
Hang on, hang on.
What we're doing out there is exceedingly dangerous. We're going into some of the most remote and hostile waters on the planet. So we're fighting both the elements and we're fighting the Japanese.
The crew is comprised of experienced sea hands and rookie volunteers, but all must pass Watson's test of commitment.
I asked them a very simple question. Are you ready to risk your life? Are you ready to die to save a whale? And if they said no, I didn't want them. I don't want professional sailors. They don't have the passion that volunteers bring to this cause. I can't pay people to do what these volunteers do.
Although the show is a ratings success, Watson would like nothing more than to see it come to an end.
Well, Whale Wars is probably the only show on the air that the participants want the show to be taken off the air, because once we win, that'll be the end of the show.
Let's scare this guy.
Even if the Sea Shepherd does win the war with Japanese whalers, you can be assured that Paul Watson and his crew will be looking for their next battle on the high seas.
If we don't do something about it, we're going to be having some very serious consequences, because if the oceans die, well, we die.
The third season of Whale Wars begins tonight on the Animal Planet channel. If you would like more information on the Sea Shepherd Conservation Society, we'll put a link on our website.